Hello and welcome to Home with Sarah Jane. In today's video, I am sharing our Back to Homeschool Prep Part 3. If you're new here, hello and welcome. My name is Sarah and I'm a homeschooling mom to two girls, ages 12 and 15. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for stopping by once again. I do really appreciate you. So I have already shared Back to Homeschool Prep videos part 1 and 2. And in the first video, I was sharing, pretty much organizing our supplies, building a new utility rolling cart for my high schooler to keep her curriculum on. In the second video, I was getting some, curriculum organization done, putting together our homeschool cabinet, getting things in our morning basket. So I have been trying to prep for the new homeschool year in kind of like bite-sized pieces whenever I can find time. This should be the final back to school prep video. I should be able to wrap everything else up because it's pretty much just a few little curriculum prep or organizational type of things that I need to wrap up. So I do have my stack of things that I need to take care of, and this should be the last stack before the first day of school. We are about a week away from our first day, and I usually like to spend that last week of summer break prepping for a smooth start. I like to make sure that everything gets completed for our back to school so that, everybody has everything that they need. Nobody's looking for anything. Everything is organized. But on top of prepping for homeschool, I also like to prep meals. And I also like to make sure that my house has like a pretty good, walk through where I could just clean up, wipe down, just really get the house in order as well. So hopefully after I complete all of this prep, I could focus more on the meal planning and the cleaning and all the other things that I have been pulled away from because of prepping for homeschool. I have to organize like our tea time together guides. I have to organize some of the curriculum for my 7th grader when it comes to a new writing program that we're using and spelling program that we're using. I also wanted to prep my high schooler's language arts course for her just to make sure that she has everything to get started.
So let's jump right into it.
Okay, so now I wanted to prep a few things for our world history. We are using Guest Hollow, and I'm actually using Guest Hollow for both of my kids this year, and we're using the world history course. This looks fantastic. Now, if you're not familiar with Guest Hollow, they also have a lot of video recommendations, movie recommendations, music that you can listen to, arts, crafts, like all that kind of stuff is already like laid out for you. So it's very convenient. So that's what I love about it. But this is some of the stuff that I printed out to try and just kind of get a head start on organizing this curriculum. I went through and I printed out some of the recommended recipes and I just labeled them with the week that they go with so that they're ready if we choose to do them. Another thing that I did is I went through and I printed out certain worksheets that Lydia might be interested in doing. So I really did just take time planning this one out. So that's why there is like a stack of papers that I do need to keep organized. So that is why I wanted something like this little folder to just keep everything together for this course. Okay, so now I am prepping some of my daughter's layers of learning curriculum. This is going to be some of her writing curriculum and then some of her spelling curriculum. So I did just purchase a couple more of these 2-pocket view portfolios for this. And again, I did blue because that's the color that she picked. I just really like to keep everything color-coded and together to make it easier. So that's what I'm gonna be doing now, is just kind of prepping a little bit of her spelling and writing curriculum. Okay, so now I'm gonna be setting up Lydia's binder for her writing curriculum through Layers of Learning. I do have the little guide on how to set this up on my phone to make sure that I section it off properly. But that's what I'm gonna be doing now, is I'm just gonna be prepping this binder for her for the first day. Okay, so this is pretty much all done. She will decorate the front of this herself, probably on the first day of school. And then in here, I kept this specific divider that has this pocket because she will put a one subject notebook in the front of this, but she will not receive that notebook until the first day of school. Again, that's one of our traditions. We like to decorate new homeschool supplies on the first day of school. So once she does that, she'll just slide that into the front of this. So that is why I kept this more like heavy duty, like pocketed divider in the front. And then again, they are all labeled and ready to go. I do like that these ones have like the little pouch on top if she needs to slide in some papers. But this is everything that she should pretty much need to get started when it comes to her writing course now. So between prepping this binder and then prepping this first unit study, she is good to go now on her writing program. So let's keep on being productive and move on to my high schoolers' language arts that I need to prepare. Okay, so here is the stack of my daughter's first unit for the Good and the Beautiful Language Arts high school year 2. So I just want to put everything into her folder, get it all ready. Again, this is one of those like 5-star folders that you've seen in a haul video. Her color this year is yellow. So she will, again, she'll be able to decorate this on the first day of school as well. I really want to get these together though, so that everything is ready to go. Wow, this sticker is like really on here. So I mentioned in another video that one of my daughter's folders were completely just destroyed and she needed a new one, which is why I bought this like plastic one for her this year. But this is why it gets destroyed, is because all of this, or most of this, is actually going to be going in this folder. We have tried so many different ways to organize all of her things, and for some reason this is just the best way for her, and the way that she likes to keep it stored is just in a simple folder. So that is what I'm going to do, because that is what works for her. But I just need to go through, make sure I pulled out the right reader, pull out the flashcards that she's going to be needing, and just getting everything in here. As you can see, I kind of already started prepping this slightly. What I did was I like to put a start date on her unit, and then I like to put a finish date when I expect it to be turned in, so that there are no surprises. She knows exactly when she starts it, when she needs to turn it in. That way there's no questions, and everything is just easy. I also like to document when she's gonna be testing for this unit and when she'll be completing the optional art lesson that are in the unit. So I have all of that mapped out. I also made a note to myself saying that I do want each of these units completed in about 14 school days. So again, I take a lot of notes in my planning and prepping stage of back to homeschool. But for this one, I think I pulled the right book. Let's see. Yeah, so I need a pen. So as you can see, this is a very thick folder, but again, this is what works for Bella. So I want to keep on doing what works for her. So now her language arts is all prepped and ready to go for her first unit. And basically what I'll do is every time she has a new unit, I'll do the exact same thing that I just showed you today. I will just update her flashcards or geography cards and all of that, and I will just swap out the unit booklet and the reader. So pretty much everything else will stay the same, but now that is all prepped and ready to go. So the last thing that I need to prepare is our tea time together. Okay, so I decided I wanted to store our tea time together guides in a binder, and I actually already have this binder kind of like labeled per month. I used to use this for something else. This used to be like, I think like holiday or seasonal worksheets that worked great in each month that I used to keep in here. And I thought that it would be great to actually store our tea time together in here monthly. So I just kind of kept the tabs, and this was already done for me. But what I'm gonna do is I do not have every single month yet. So I'm just gonna fill in the spots for the months that I do have. But I thought it was gonna be really convenient to just put it all into one binder and then only have to take out the guides that I need for that specific month. So again, I'm trying to make things organized and easy and convenient. But here is my stack of Tea Time Together guides here that I need to go through and put throughout this binder. So if you're not familiar with Tea Time Together, I do have a video on Tea Time Together. I will link that down below. I just love how we can fit in art, music, and poetry only once a week into our homeschool. It just makes it really, really convenient. I used to try and pull things like this together myself, and it would take so much time. So having these guides already prepared and ready to go just makes it so convenient. So again, if you're not familiar with them, I will link that video down below. And also, Tea Time Together just released recently new history guides. These look fantastic. I cannot wait to give these a try. It says that you get to embark on an amazing adventure through the rich artistic and cultural contributions of ancient civilizations. Journey chronologically from creation and prehistory through today. So I think that they look really, really amazing. I cannot wait to give these a try. And again, we have been loving the regular Tea Time Together guides that go over art, music, and poetry each month. So they are a lot of fun. Okay, so here is my Tea Time Together binder. I did label the sides so I can, know what binder this is. I do have the cover in the front, the quick start guide, and then each month we'll eventually have a guide. But let me just show you how I organized each one. So here's the month of April. In this first one, I have all 4-week guides in this one pocket. And then I have all of the meet the artist, meet the poet, meet the musician in one sleeve, and then all of the art, and then all of the recipes. And then it goes into the next month. So everything is pretty organized and ready to go. But this is how I'll be storing the months that I'm not using. Let me show you what I'm gonna be doing for the month that we are gonna be currently using. Okay, so for the month that we are currently going to be working out of, I wanted to be able to still keep all of the guides and everything together and neat and organized in our morning basket. So I just purchased another one of these folders from the Dollar Tree, and I just printed out another Tea Time Together page that I could put in the front so that we know exactly what this folder is. There we go. And then for each month, I'm going to put, let me see, I'm going to put our guides. And then I'm also going to put in our art and our biographies. So that is what that folder is gonna look like. But what I'm gonna do with the actual recipes for each month, I'm gonna place them into a menu and let my kids kind of like order the recipe that they want. I am gonna have them do the, you know, cooking and baking for these, but I just thought that it would be really fun if I put the recipes each month into a menu to where they could kind of like choose what they want. I mean, it's silly, but I just think that they'll really enjoy that. So this is what each month will look like for Tea Time Together for us. Again, I put everything into that folder. I have the title page or the cover, and then I just had this menu kind of laying around. I did not purchase this menu for this specific reason. So it's really nice to actually get some use out of something that I already purchased. But each month I have all of the recipes, the quick and easy, and the advanced recipes, and then each week my kids can use this menu and choose which recipe they would like to make and try. So I just thought, again, I thought this would be cute. I think my kids would enjoy it, and it keeps everything kind of neat and tidy, so I will enjoy that part of it. So that is the rest of the back to homeschool prep that I really needed to complete before the first day of school. There are a few other things that I do want to try and tackle. Like I said, I want to try and meal prep some things. I also want to clean up my house one more time before we start school. But there are some books, stacks of books that I want to organize and put away as well. But they're not really like back to school prep. I bought more books. So I will be sharing another book haul soon. I know, I thought I was done purchasing books, and then apparently I wasn't. So you'll be seeing another book haul soon. But that's pretty much what I wanted to finish completing before we went back to school. It's just making sure the curriculum was ready. All of our supplies were in order. Everything was where it goes. So we could start off fresh without frustration and without searching for everything. So that is it for today. If you have any questions, please leave them down below. And as always, thank you so much for stopping by. You have a great day. Bye.